Hello and happy new year. Welcome back to my channel. Brands of Chloe is all things personal finance, travel, and lifestyle vlogs. It is time to update you on my Amex Gold Card. So first, I just want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support I got on my first Amex Gold Card video. As of recording now, that video has hit over 12,000 views. I have had so many new subscribers, so many comments, so many questions from you guys. I really appreciate that. It's been so great to see, and I'm excited to give you guys this update on it. I've had the card for a little bit under 6 months now, so I feel like I've had it for a good amount of time to be able to provide this update. I will do another update at the 1 year mark as well, so make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, to hit that notification bell so you guys can see when that video comes, as well as other videos I have on the way. So in this video, the way I'm going to break it down, I'm going to talk again about the annual fee when that first hit. I'm going to talk about the bonus offer that I received, how much money I've gotten back in statement credits from the Amex offers, how many membership reward points I currently have, how I'm currently using the card compared to when I first got it. And then at the end, I'm going to answer some questions that you guys were asking me on the previous video or that you asked me through Instagram. So make sure you stay for the whole video so you can see the answers to some of your questions. Starting with the annual fee, so it's $250 a year. So when you sign up for the card, you don't pay it right away. You actually pay that $250 fee on your first statement. So that one hit my first statement and you just pay that. My offer when I signed up was 75,000 membership reward points if you spend $4,000 in the first 6 months. Once you hit that 4,000 spend mark, on your next statement is when you will see the 75,000 membership reward points hit. So I did see that hit pretty quickly, so there's not really a lag in time for that. As soon as you hit that 4,000 spend mark, it'll be on your next statement. So in my previous video, I talked about how I probably wouldn't be using too much of the Amex offers, and I was actually wrong about that, and I was surprised in a good way because I didn't realize like how frequently they would update their offers, and I didn't think that, I don't know, I just wasn't aware that Amex had some really amazing offers. So honestly, I still stick to the point where I'm not going to just spend money just because I have an offer. If it's something I'm already going to buy and there's an offer for it, that's a bonus. Like, I'm not just spending money just because there's an offer. I'm only getting things that I actually need. But it's worked out. Like, there's been so many great offers, hotel deals, supermarkets, like there's a lot of offers that they have. And that has been probably one of the biggest surprises for me. It's really made it worth it. We'll just say that. And I'll get to how much money I have gotten in less than 6 months from the offers in a moment. So another one of the perks for the Amex Gold Card is you get the $10 a month in the food credit. So if you want to use like Grubhub, Shake Shack, Cheesecake Factory, there's some other ones, but those are just the 3 pretty much that I have used it for. So you get $10 per month for that with the card. Also the $10 per month for the Uber account. From when I got the card to December 31st, 2021, I was able to have $110 in credits from the Uber and the food places. So that was $110 there. And now getting back to the Amex offers. So there's been pretty great ones. I've gotten them for GoPro, HBO Max, supermarkets, because they had like spend $200 in a month, get $10 statement credit back at like any supermarket. Flights, hotels, I've gotten Marriott ones back. So the offers have been really great. And in total, from when I got the card to December 31st, 2021, I got back $336.78 in statement credits. But I will say they actually owe me $20. I had to call in, put in a service like request, I guess, for them to look further into that. I will say this happened to me another time for a different offer, but it was only $5, so I didn't call. But for this one, it was like $20. I was like, no, run me my coins. But for this one, I had purchased something online and the offer was expiring, say in like 4 days or something. So I ordered it online and they charged my card when I ordered it, but it was only like a pending charge. And they didn't actually fully charge me until they shipped it, which ended up being after the offer expired. But before it expired, I called them and the woman was like, oh no, we see it. You'll get the statement credit, it's fine. And of course it didn't work. So I just will say, be careful about like when you're purchasing things, because then you're gonna have to go through what I'm going through. And it's been like weeks and they still haven't sent me my $20. Watch out for that. But not including that $20 right now in this total. So to end 2021, I got $446.78 back from this card. That's really amazing, seeing that the annual fee is $250. So I made that back and more. The biggest statement credit I've gotten from an Amex offer, and I'll put it on the screen as well, but this is from Delta Airlines. And when I saw this one, I was like, what? Because I couldn't believe it. It was spend $300, get $125 back. And that's a pretty good deal. They also had another one for Delta. It was like for their vacations, like spend $1,000, get $200 back. So if you're doing like a Delta vacation, an $800 vacation for flight and hotels, if it was 2 people, it was 1 person, like, you know, that's a good deal. I didn't use that one, but $125 back for Delta Airlines. That was my biggest one that I used last year. Plus, that's not even including all the membership reward points that I have, which I have a lot. So I currently have a little bit more than 77,000 membership reward points. I did use about like 18,000 to purchase a round trip flight for a trip that I'm going on in the future, which make sure you're subscribed so you can see that vlog. I do have more travel plans for 2022, so I'm excited to get to use up all those miles that I have. I know in my previous video, I mentioned like how the conversion is better if you transfer the points out of Amex Travel, but for the trip that I actually booked, I ended up booking it through the Amex Travel site. And what was interesting, if you've bought trips in the past, say with like True Blue miles for JetBlue or Sky Miles for Delta, you know when you buy it on their site with your points or your miles that you have to pay the tax. So I thought that was interesting because I was getting ready to pay, you know, the $11.20 for the round trip domestic flight, but I didn't have to pay any tax in the Amex travel reward system. So I thought that was interesting. It was just straight points only and then no tax. So that's something I didn't realize. So how am I using the card now compared to when I first got it? So when I first got the card, I was using it for all of my purchases, literally everything, because I need to hit that 4,000 mark to, you know, get the bonus. So I was using it for everything. Since then, and I do have 2 other credit cards, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up as well. But since then, I've kind of switched it up. So what I do is I use this Amex card for all of my food purchases, my groceries. I use it for all travel except for JetBlue, because that's the other credit card that I have. So all travel things. And then if there's an offer for something that I'm like getting and Amex has an offer, I'll use my Amex card for that. Other than that, I've gone back to using my Discover card for a majority of my items because I love cash back. So that one still gives me cash back. All 3 cards still work very well for me. I think it's just, you know, some of you might be interested to know like how I'm using it. And I will say like the food and supermarket is definitely the biggest ones because you get 4 times the points for that category. So that's a lot of points back. So I definitely love that. I'm constantly buying food. I've said this before. I'm a foodie, so I'm like constantly getting food and obviously groceries. So that definitely works well for me. In terms of cons that I have for the card, I think I'll just stick to the ones that I mentioned in my first Amex video. And honestly, there really hasn't been too much except for now that I know if an offer is coming up and it's going to expire soon, you just have to be careful of when you're trying to purchase that item, especially if it's like an online thing. Other than that, I haven't had more cons for this card, honestly. It's been pretty great to me. And now let's get into a lot of these questions. So again, thank you so much for all the comments that you guys had on that first video. Make sure you drop some comments down for me too. So many of you were telling me like, oh, you applied for the card and you approved and you were so excited. So tell me like if you've gotten the card recently, what are some of your favorite things about it? Share your experiences. But to answer some of the questions that I was constantly seeing on that other video, this is a comment and somebody said to call it a charge card and not a credit card. For me personally, I don't ever pay interest on any of my cards. I always pay it in full. Amex has also changed up this card a little bit, I guess, to what it previously used to be as like a full charge card. Now they do offer some type of a payback program. Again, don't pay these companies interest though. Like I will never recommend that, but that is technically what they have. And so that is kind of like a credit card. It is expected of you to pay off your balance in full each statement. So keep that in mind. People ask like what color I got it because I obviously didn't show it on camera. And so you could either get the rose gold or the gold, and I got it in the gold color. A lot of people were also asking what credit score you need to get the card. And I can't speak to what you need to get the card. I can only tell you what my situation was. So for me personally, when I applied, My credit score was low 800s. Amex has an option to see if you pre-qualify for a card. You could do that on their website. You could look up other credit card gurus websites to see what they typically say people need. So I won't tell you need this number to get it, but for me personally, when I applied, I was low 800s. A question I got on Instagram is, do you regret getting this card? And that's a no. Like, I love this card. I've gotten so much back from it. It's been great. Even though I have loved like all the offers so far, I will say right now, personally, I don't think there's too many offers for me, but again, they constantly change the offers and add more. So I will be looking out for what other offers I can get in the future. But this card has been great to me. I love it. It's definitely what I was looking for when I was looking for like an elevated credit card. This has definitely accomplished that for sure. So I love it. Yeah, I don't regret it at all. It's been a great card. So that is what I have for this update. Again, I will do another update for this card once I've had the card for a full year. Thank you again for all the support on the first one. I hope this video was helpful for you guys again, if you wanted to kind of hear an update on it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys at my next video.